Welcome to the Caribou Data Science channel. Today is Saturday, August 21st, 2020. I'm getting ready to update my COVID-19 database. The database is actually an SQLite database, and I'll include a link to the database in the description below. So let's just get started here. We start out by downloading some data. You see this data here. These things are annoying. Okay. This is the data from the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control. It is, as I stated before, it is a daily number. So each day is the total number of cases for that day for that country. And there that is. Let's just open this with. And what we're going to do is we're going to remove these three things here. And we're going to remove let's remove that, since we're not really doing any naming any states. Of course, let's take a look at our script and see what we're really pulling in here. Let's just remind ourselves of exactly what it is we're looking for. Okay. Country, UID. Let me get rid of this. We do a save as. None of the above. We do a save as. Okay, we can do a save as. Yes. Let's just call this COVID-19 2020-2022. Let's take this here. Delete 2024. Okay. Then come back over here. What's next? That's Johns Hopkins data is next. Just as a reminder, I currently use three sources daily. I use the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control. I use the Johns Hopkins University dataset, as well as the New York Times dataset. Let's come over here to Johns Hopkins. And I'll put this in data also. Now, next, I'll wait enough as far as the data is just the New York Times data. All right. Next, we just take the New York Times data, put that in data. Okay. Now we come back over to our database project and run the code there. Just a reminder, what you'll notice is that this program calls this one here. And this is where the New York Times data is calculated at. And this is run separately. So let's just run our database here. This should fail because if we don't have the date right. Okay. I don't think there's any date figures in here. So as I said before, this really wouldn't have to be our Markdown file because the script doesn't really produce any output. But anyway, so we ran this and this. Now let's run this. Now let's check our database and make sure it is updated. You can see county daily is this for U.S. counties is updated. Okay, European data set includes data for the current date. While Johns Hopkins and the New York Times go up to yesterday's date. You can see this is the 21st. Okay. That all looks good. So last thing, as far as the database is concerned, we go up and we update the data. We push the changes up to the to GitHub. Then I think we'll go on and we'll do next. We'll do the report for the United States as part of this video here. We'll start from the bottom of the list here. So we'll go to the U.S. for the 22nd. This also marks the end of the week. Okay, scan this right here. Let's go ahead and load the SQLite database. Load the data on the report of cases. And this is the good news continues, so it's because you can see that the cases is continuing to decline for the day. Let's take a look at deaths. The deaths continues to hold steady, interesting enough, which is good because it could, if it rises above the 14-day average back here, that'd be a problem. That would indicate a major increase in this. We have this. Now we begin our reports for the weekly and monthly. Calculate the weekly totals. Then let's plot the. See what we got here. Okay, so you can see that the cases have been declining for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks now. Deaths are holding steady, even on a weekly basis. Pretty much fall. Although there is a little bit of decline right there. And the death rates. You can see that it's continued to hold 2 to 3%, which is good. 1% is better, but 2% will take. As you can see, with 9 days to go, it's already passed it. The death rate is already higher than it was in July, but it's still well below the 7% there, so it's 2%. The average deaths by week follows a pattern. Well, this is encouraging because this last week the average deaths were fewer than this week. while deaths are continuing to hold pretty steady. Average cases by month certainly looks like August is going to catch July. Deaths have passed July. So that's the story for the United States. Still the same sort of mixed bag. Cases are looking good. Deaths are holding steady, which means, so last thing I do, I just run it one more time from the top. Okay. And then push it up to the website on GitHub. That takes care of the report for the U.S. So in this video right here, and